Shalom, shalom, rise and prosper. Good morning. I'm your girl, Raining Woman, and I am so happy to be with you this morning. Moreover, I'm very happy that you have decided to join me. So, once again, we're coming from the book of Staying Up in a Down World, and this is day 10 that we're working on today. Rise and prosper. Morning, Zeus Flippy. So I hope you all are doing wonderful today. I feel absolutely marvelous. And with our inspiration, I want to say that one thing I am grateful for this morning is I am grateful for boldness. And in the boldness, in my gratitude for boldness, I like to say that it is a wonderful thing to know what it is that you want and what it is that you like, what it is that you desire, and to be able to voice that with boldness to those that are around you, to those that have a need to hear. For instance, if, for instance, let's say a request that you want, say for your birthday or in your life, you know that this is what you want, and you can boldly say, you know what, I want to go back to school and learn a new skill, and I want to do it, and I want to do it with a grant without taking out a student loan. That's a bold request, right? And but you can find a way, like you could possibly find a grant, but by you stating that, by you saying that you refuse to go into debt to learn a new skill, I think that's a bold statement, and yet you're making your request and you're making your desires known, and you can do that without you can do that unapologetically. So today I am feeling bold and I'm feeling grateful for that boldness. So in today's reading, the story is not to change is successful. No, not to change is stressful. My bad. Not to change is stressful. I don't want the music to overpower my voice, so we frequently hear that people refuse to change because change is stressful. I would like to suggest that not to change is even more stressful because the world is changing. Let's start with the business world. In 1917, the 100 largest corporations in America were identified, and in 1998, only 15 of them were still in business. They disappeared entirely or merged with or were bought out by other companies. One of the companies I represented for 8 years refused to change, and as a result, it went under and was eventually taken over. It sold an excellent product, but when new developments and but when new but when new developments entered the field, the company stuck by the original product, and the consumers took their business elsewhere. Many marriages have been saved because the spouses were willing to change their attitudes and behaviors. On the other hand, countless marriages have failed because the spouses refused to make any changes at all, indulged in the blame game, and created intolerable conditions under which no one could live. Many people who have difficulty keeping jobs end up in unemployment because they are unwilling to change. From my perspective, the word change means to grow or to change from doing the wrong thing to doing the right thing. On the growth perspective, Eric Hoffer said, it is extremely well. In times of change, the learners shall inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. To that, Tom Peters added, only those who constantly retool themselves stand a chance of staying employed in the years ahead. Yes, continuing to grow eliminates a lot of stress and builds employment security. Charles Grove summed it up. The two great laws of life are growth and decay. When things stop growing, they begin to die. This is true of men, business, or nations. Wow. Changes. Change is inevitable. That's one thing for sure. Change is a constant. Change is one of the, I like to think that change is one of the few constancies of life. It's inevitable. So the scripture from that is I trust and reverence the Most High. My responsibility. My reward is prosperity and happiness. My wife is contented in our home, and my children are vigorous and healthy. And that is Psalms 128, verses 1 through 4. So, yesterday, a recap was to find something that you really wanted to do and that you've put off. And because you say that you don't have enough time, we don't have enough time, and to make that a priority. And even if you gave it like 5 or 10 minutes a day, or however you wanted to put it, work it into your schedule or work it into your life, just to get it done, make it a priority. So here we have change. Change is inevitable. Change, growth. So let's think about that today. Let's think about, or let's think about anything or any time in life where we resisted change and how that affected our life, and what change we might be resistant to today that if we were to allow it could actually work in our favor. It could actually benefit us in either our relationships, our business, our jobs, our families, our environment around us, just anything. So I like to think, I know one thing that some people have been resistant to when it comes to change is technology and social media, the new wave of communication. And I believe that companies and people that don't catch on to this wave, they're already behind the curve. For one, they're already behind the curve. But if they don't catch up and go ahead and shift within the next year or so, they're going to be so far behind that catching up won't even be possible, because technology is moving our world at such a rapid pace that you almost, those of us that are involved almost can't keep up with it from day to day as it is. So just imagine not making this shift now, between in the next year or so, when artificial intelligence is really taking over a lot of things that we do every day, like going to the grocery store. For one, many places that you go have some kind of system instead of a person to take care of you as far as customers and provide a service. So just imagine that. All right, well, that is it for today. How are you all doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm sitting here waiting to hear you tell me how you're doing, right? That's awesome. I am great. What about you, Zeus? How are you doing this morning? Well, I don't know if you stepped away from your computer, so you're not able to respond, but thank you all for joining in this morning. Also, the music playing in the background is the Gayatri Mantra, and this one is being performed by Julia Elena. I find it very soothing. I'll probably play it in the background in the future. And and it's also good for meditation as well. So you may want to look that up or look into it. You may can even find it on YouTube. And besides that, I'm going to go ahead and get really busy into my day. So I want to wish you all a wonderful day. Remember, you are beautiful, you are handsome, you are more than enough. Yes, meditation is good and healthy. Yes, you are more than enough. You are powerful beyond measure. You have everything that you need to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. And what you do not have is on the way if you make your bold request. Blessings. See you next time.